Ugieni Madonna, Imazedion, Orero, obviously, I'm Manazo, or Ugieni Madonna.
You will have to serve the community for 30 years before you come to this stage. They will ordain you ordain title. Then by then you are one of the elder.
This year now, we don't read the year, so that's why we can do this year.
Historically, joining the Elders' Council, an individual must have reached a certain age and must have made significant contributions to the community through leadership, service, or other meaningful ways. There was jubilation in the community as sons and daughters of Okada, both at home and in the diaspora, trooped out to be part of the ceremony with various homes of the initiates agog with festivities. Friends and well-wishers of those initiated into the Elders' Council jubilated at the Ogwedion after performing all traditional rites. The elders, known as Edion, in company with their loved ones, danced to their various homes where guests and family members were entertained.
ITV, certainly the best.
He has shown capacity, and that's why when the opportunity came, he got it.
He was even in the House of Rep. Okay, we have another caller, doctor. Let's quickly just take this caller. Your name, where are you calling from?
Hello.
Good afternoon. Your name, where are you calling from?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay, we just lost that caller, but we were able to actually listen, but maybe network problem.
Like yes, as I was saying, yes. You know, every youth who wants to lead must develop himself. Number one, you must not have that mentality that education is a scam. It is not.
Because you need education.
Yes, in everything. You know, even the Bible says, Apostle Paul was saying, it says, study to show thyself approved. You get it now? Have you read? Because education is not a scam. In everything you do, you need education.
Okay. Doctor, can I quickly just take this caller? Good afternoon. Your name, where are you calling from? Good afternoon. Your name, where are you calling from? Okay, I think okay, I think we can hear you now. Just go on.
My name is Daniel Ipada from Udo College.
Oh, that's great. All the way from Udo.
Yes. I want to say that youth, they are very, very ready. Only that our elderly that have occupied the position, they doesn't allow the youth to come here, to come inside. It doesn't allow them to participate whatever they are doing. They just want to, our elderly people, they just want to use our youth and dog them. So, our youth, they are very ready.
Thank you very much. All the way from Udo, he said our youths are ready, but the elderly persons must give the opportunities to the youths, and let's see what the youths can do. Thank you very much from Udo. That's the caller. Doctor, you were making some comments, yes.
Like as I was saying, it is true that a lot of the youth are ready, but I still have to say this: the majority of the youth are not ready. You know why I say they are not ready? A lot of youth is being used against themselves and against their future.
Okay.
A situation whereby all these political parties have youth, and these political parties that have youth, the people that commit the atrocity, commit some crime,
political thugs,
political thuggery, are still the same youth. You don't expect those fathers to carry weapons to be doing what they are doing. Now, if truly the youth are truly ready, I agree that majority of the youth, a lot of youth are ready, but I still submit that majority of the youth are not ready.
Okay, we have another caller. Your name, where are you calling from? Please, anytime you want to make, you want to contribute, once you call in, reduce the volume of your TV set so that it will not affect your calls. Please, you need to know that. Anytime you call in, reduce the volume of your TV set.
Like yes. As I was saying, the elderly, it is clear that they are not ready to leave the stage. Now, it is with the youth, once they are done leading you, their children will take over.
We've seen some cases now.
If why is the education good? Now, if I submit for leadership, you don't expect someone like me now to be used for thuggery.
No, it's not possible.
It can't work. Yes. Because I know myself. I know my right. And, I have been enlightened. Yes. Therefore, I would not want to use my hand to destroy my tomorrow. You get it? You see why education is very good. That's why even some of these elderly, they don't want you to even go to school, so that they can always use you, manipulate you, enslave you. You get it now? Because education is not a scam. Listen, that's why I said when I was talking, I said some people have money, no sense.
Okay, let's just get this other caller. Good afternoon. Your name, where are you calling from? Hello, your name, where are you calling from? Okay, we can't hear you. Please, you can contribute, you can be part of this program. This program creates the opportunity for you to enlighten the youths. For those youths who are acquiring knowledge from various universities, polytechnics, we say kudos to you, because one day it will be useful. The knowledge you are acquiring now will be required. It means you are prepared. There are some persons looking for jobs or looking for employment. Once they are called upon, they don't have the certificate to enable them get employed because they didn't prepare.
That's why when sometimes, even when some of these youths who work as tout with some politician, opportunity will come to become a commissioner because they lack the needed certificate.
Yes.
They can't be employed. Now, you are just good. I asked a young man the other time, I said, imagine for like 15 years I've known you. Is this how you are going to continue to live your life? And he was ashamed. I said, there is no prayer you need. Go and work on yourself. I said, because if you continue like this, is it what you are going to tell your children? That, just imagine. And I asked him, I said, can you still do this job you are doing? This one you are shouting, Babake, doing Igbeweka. You are in the next 25 years, can you continue doing it?
Yes.
Because even the man that you are working for will not call you again because you don't have the strength anymore. You get it now? You don't have the strength. Now you can always stand. Yes, because as you are aging, there are things you can do now. You can scream, you can shout, they can use to do all manners of nonsense. It will get to a particular stage, you will not be fit for that job. Then what else will you do? You see why knowledge, education is very good. You get it now? Education is not a scam, because with education, everything you are doing to be well polished.
Your mind will be refined.
Yes, even if you are a shoemaker and you have a little education, your shoemaking business, there will be a difference. because you'll be enlightened. Even if you are a fashion designer, you have a little education in that regard. You discover that your way of doing business will be different for the normal fashion designer.
Yeah.
That education is very important. You know, all of us need it.
Thank you. Let's get this caller. Good afternoon. Your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Okida.
Okay.
This is Victor Damasa, please. I want to make a comment. The other day when we do primary, DVD, who is an APC flag bearer, and a Maswen, who was formerly vice, formerly ex-governor, deputy governor. The youth stood up and said, no, they will not vote a Maswen. They want to put DVD. That is how they do it. It went away like that, truly. If the youth, some of the youth are ready to take over this country. It's only the leaders, some of our leaders, they are trying to oppress the youth. That is how I see it. Thank you so much.
But before you go, do you think the youths are prepared? Have they acquired the right training, the right knowledge to equip them to become leaders? Do you think the youths have gotten all that?
I believe the youth, they have the qualification, they have the leadership in themselves to take over this country. They have it. It's only they are being oppressed by the better people. I'm another man. They are being oppressed.
Okay.
They are using them because they don't have financially, they don't have money. They are using them to do whatever they want because they don't have money. They don't have say. That is what I believe.
Thank you very much. I think he just made one valid point now. He said most of the youth, and that's what some people are saying, that most of the youth, when you say between the age bracket of 25 and 50, okay, let's just say 25, 30, some of these youths are still in university. You know, even those who have graduated, they are looking for a job, that they don't have the money, they don't have the financial strength to compete with the elderly ones
That is
for any political position.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's just take this one so you just react once. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, your name, where are you calling from?
My name is Rachel.
Okay, go on.
That first call, I've already spoken my mind.
Okay.
The political process is too expensive. And no youth can afford that. Even if you carry a nomination form
Yes.
in a political party to be like a senator, you need nothing less than 15 million. And then they'll still bribe delegates. So I don't think any youth can afford that.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, this a female caller, a woman, has called now, and she has said, in our political parties, there's cash inducement. That so much funds is needed for anybody to contest for any election, for any public office. He just mentioned an average figure for you to be a senator. Okay, so he believes that the youth don't have that money. Yes.
He cannot even campaign for that position.
Okay, let's get this other caller. Good afternoon, your name. Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Yes, your name. Where are you calling from?
I'm David Belong.
Okay, Edda David the Beloved. Good afternoon, sir.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for this wonderful discussion.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, some of the callers have said money. But you also know that people have to, especially now, have to belong to groups, or what they call caucus. And how many of them have the capacity to join these groups? You know, there are groups there. And it's now, of course, you know, the one the government is trying to deal now, you know, having like what they call courtesan and all those things that they are fighting now. You know, in an attempt to at least come up, they have to belong to some of these groups. So these are the things that is, you know, hindering many of our youth from participating. So even Nigeria as a whole, just look at it. From independence the time we are now, there have not been any effort by government to put things down that will encourage youth to look into leadership position. It's nothing on ground. Education we are talking about now. Where are the public schools? What can they give to our youth? Just look at our public schools. What do you find around there? It's only private schools now that are even trying to do something. How many of us can afford the school fees from private schools? That's the situation we find ourselves. There is nothing on ground to encourage the youth. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The beloved. I love that name. So you wrap it up, Dr. Elvis Agbonahima.
No, back to the major matter on ground.
Yes.
It is true that politics is very expensive. That is where the unity of the youth need to come in. Because if you look at the whole scenario, you discover that the elders, they always sponsor the youth against themselves. You get it now? Always sponsoring the youth against themselves. Now that's why education has to come in. We knowing what we want.
Yeah.
Then two, unity, because the youth has the number. You get it now? If the youth come together in unity, in one accord to say, well, this is what we want to do, and they are not able to sponsor the youth against themselves. Listen, the elderly, in a very simple way, they will leave the stage. But if we are waiting for them to leave the stage and we are not ready to play our part, like I tell people, every miracle that happen, majority of the miracles that happen, that God has his part to play, we also as human have our own part to play. You get it now? Now, for these people to leave the stage, for us to, to take leadership, we have to develop ourselves. We have to know what we want. We have to show that responsibility. Then we have to work as a team. Because if we fail to do that, the reason why you discover that if for example now, like one of our callers said, that there was a meeting that was held, and at the end, the youth said they agreed, or the youth agreed that this is who they want, and the thing worked. You get it now? Because the youth, there was an agreement.
Yes.
There was in a kind of unity. Assuming they sponsor themselves, they allowed themselves to be divided, that decision would have not come to reality. In other words, at this time, the youth, we need to develop ourselves. We need to take responsibility, because if we are not ready to take responsibility, there is no way these men, these fathers, will leave the stage. Because it's only in Nigeria that a man of 75 is still stealing. Ask me whether you want to go to the grave with the money. A man of 75 is still stealing billions. You get it now? And those billions that he's stealing, he will take part of it to be sponsoring the youth against the youth.
Thank you very much, Dr. Apostle Elvis Agbonahima. You have really said a lot. And I couldn't help it. I couldn't control my emotion. I don't know why somebody of 75 or 70 or is still stealing public funds. Where is he taking the money to?
To the grave, of course.
So it's really touching. Nigerians, thank God it is the Lenten journey, Lenten season. It's time for Nigerians to change their ways. The Muslims are engaged in Ramadan. The Christians are engaged in the Ash Wednesday was on Wednesday, and the Lenten journey has started. People should change their ways. The youths should not regard education as a scam. They should acquire education. They should be prepared for leadership position. When the opportunity comes, they are qualified, they take it. If you do not prepare yourself, once the opportunity comes knocking, you will not be qualified to occupy such positions. On that note, I say thanks for being a part. I must commend Dr. Apostle Elvis Agbonahima. Thank you very much for your time. And our viewer there who have been with us from the beginning of the program, those who joined midway, we are grateful. My name remains Egosa Agbonlao. Bye-bye.
Omonoba Nedu Ukwakolopolo, Ewai II, Oba of Benin, stepped out majestically with loud crowd to perform the Soton rites of his late mother, Queen Mother Ioba Omoni Ikoyeme, Ioba Ewai II, who departed this world 49 years ago. Isoton is a traditional rite of the procession in memory of the departed person's spirit in Benin Kingdom. It is usually heralded by public display of the departed person's influence during their sojourn on earth. The display of a human effigy symbolizing the departed royal matriarch was preceded by the Oba of Benin, who led the procession from his palace to the Emotan Shrine at King Square in Benin City, where he offered prayers for the repose of the soul of the Queen Mother, Ioba Ewai II. Thereafter, the priest assigned to the Emotan Shrine offered Oba Ewai II items for Isoton on behalf of his family. However, Chok, known as Uri, represented a mixture from royal fans after ancestral spirits were invoked to bear witness and announce his arrival. On his way home, Oba Ewai paid tributes at various pilgrimage sites, including Queen Idia Tomb, beside Oba Market, where a cheerful crowd of traders abandoned their wares to catch a glimpse of the royal personage and join in the celebration.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
Thanks for staying with us on the program Icons on Independent Television. My guest on the program today is an established health practitioner who has been in the US for over 40 years. She's also an outstanding businesswoman, entrepreneur, and a philanthropist who has continued to make giant strides with various business interests across the world and touching lives in a very, very special way with her milk of human kindness. I'd like to welcome very, very specially Dr. Okoruwa, Dr. Elizabeth Okoruwa Okoje, popularly called Dr. O. Dr. O, it's good to have you on the program Icons on ITV.
Thank you for having me.
Good, good. Well, let's begin with your trajectory in life. You're popularly called Dr. O. Where did that come from? How did you become someone that is recognized or seen globally as Dr. O?
Okay. Well, so for the initials for my last names. Okay. You have Dr. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Okoruwa Okoje, aka Dr. Ojugo. What is in there? O. Then I would just basic names like Dr. Okoruwa Okoje. Okay, Dr. Ojugo. Okay. Now here comes out a vibrant part of me that went from grass to grace. So I just see my fans, like my fans, my Hollywood family, in my entertainment business, started by one person, father, and all my Hollywood family, Dr. O. So that was how we all started.
So it's not like a joke, like
Dr. O.
It's not like a stamp on you now today.
Yeah, so when I go to events over there in the United States, I always ask people, my PA will say, whom are you inviting? Are you inviting Dr. Ojubo or are you inviting Dr. O? People say, okay, what is the difference? So if it's Dr. Ojubo, I will just sit there and perform like everybody else. But if they are inviting Dr. O, that is where the Odogun lady in me will come out. Where you see, I will really declare the floor while they like Dr. O.
Yeah.
So that is it.
All right.
Doing great things.
All right. Let me ask you this question, which is one of the curtain raiser questions that we have for this program. Talk to us about your growing up. I know you were not born in, I don't know, maybe you were born in with golden spoon in your mouth or a diamond spoon in your mouth. What was it like growing up? What's your trajectory like?
Well, growing up as a little girl in a village, Irua, Osugbenu, Irua, in Edo State, my parents, Prince Peter Okoje and his queen, Obidu Okorowa. I grew up as a child that has always been out there. A child that sees something that is everybody match, they pass it. But a child that will go there and pick it up and say, oh, this thing is valuable. I grew up as a child that want people to see me. People will be going to the farm. I will tell them, no, don't go. You have to watch me dance first. So I will dance for them before I allow them to go to the farm. And I'm the child, anyone that needs help in my village, I will say, okay, you want water? You want, what do you want me to do? You want me to help you clear the bush? Or you want me to help you cook? You want me to help you pound the yam? People say water. I ride my bike. Sometimes we used to walk from Usubenu to Obiano River in Irua to go fetch water. Where people are going once, me, I'm already returning twice. Because I feel there are other older women in the village that cannot really fetch water. Then I just go, I fetch for my mother, then I go fetch for other people in the neighbors. Then I'm that kind of child also, that I see some kids growing up, they'll be like, oh, we don't eat rice. But for me, growing up, my dad was one of the founders of Cherubim and Seraphim Church, where food is always there. There's always dedication, there's always food to eat. But I see some of my kids as we are playing, they're like, oh, we don't eat rice every day. We don't eat rice at all. As a particular cousins, their mother goes to the market 3 times a week. You go to Eboma market, she will go to Gbenu market, she will go to Irua market. And I came up with a plan. I said, you know what, you don't eat rice, I'll make sure you eat rice. We go to the ceiling where the mother keep all the bag of rice, we break it down, we ask one of them to be pounding, I'll ask the other one, this is the pepper, this is tomato, start grinding. They start to grind. Then I'll go to my poultry, because everybody in the village, they feel there's a grace in my hands, so they give me chicken to rear.
For them?
For them. And the chicken was overproducing, then we share. So I have my own little poultry for goat, for everything. So I go to the one that are laying eggs, I pick up some eggs, I put it in the pot. My mom is like, what are you doing? I said, Mom, oh, I'm cooking today, I'm cooking. So I'll be cooking the food, from there the egg is cooked, from there I lower the heat for my mother, then I take the eggs, I go to the next house where the rest is being prepared for those my cousins. Then before you know, stew is ready. Back. Within 30 minutes, rice stew is done. I put two eggs for them. One of them today is the greatest doctor in the whole world. He talks about it to everybody. So that's how we grew up. And me, I grew up as a child. Me and my sister, my parents gave birth to 3 of us that time. So me and my sister, very close. We grew up because my mom she married for so long, she didn't have no children.
Okay.
Then she married my dad, she got pregnant for my sister. You know how it is in our land.
Yeah.
That child is a special child.
Yeah.
So that child always comes first,
Yeah.
but I always come last. So because of that, I had to learn on how to be recognized by myself. Where people come, oh, this, oh, my sister, oh, beautiful. Me, I came with a special package, as my mother said. I came as a special package whereby when they gave birth to me, my mom carried me for 14 months. She didn't give birth. People will say this is not a child.
14 months would mean like 5 months extra. It's supposed to be 9 months.
Yes, it's supposed to be 9 months.
So there's an additional 5 months.
Yes.
Before you came into the world.
Yes, and there was no, I never knew all this until when I was writing my book 2014 in America. I decided to write a book, autobiography book. As we were going, the guy asked me, say, you know what, there's a missing puzzle. Let's call your parents. I said, well, my mom is still alive, but my dad no more. So we're asking my mom this question, so she started to release it. She didn't want to say it to me because she didn't want me to feel inferior among my mates.
Okay.
But I've always knew that there's something in me that's full of grace.
Okay.
Then my mom now told me that when she was pregnant for that long, they thought she was sick. My dad sent her home. But the brother came, Pastor Jeme, may so rest in peace.
Amen.
Then he now came, who was Pastor Poetry, came and said, no, this is not a sickness. This is pregnancy. That time, Dr. Okoje from Irua just came for Zuma Memorial Hospital. He took my mother there, and the doctor said, this is baby. I can hear the baby breathe. So they kept my mother there. At the end of the day, they gave birth to me. I didn't look like no child. I was so long and skinny. My cry was so different. They said I would be crying like a little goat. Then my mom, when it's time for baby show, my mom would wrap me up and enter the bush in the barrier and hide. Or like when she had my sister, everybody fell in love with my sister. Even when the white people came, they gave my sister a very important jewelry. But me, I was being hidden. So then the doctor said, don't worry, the baby is a baby, it's a human being.
Okay.
Then the one that is so funny is that white people see me the way I am today. My mother, they were laughing at my mother. They said, this is not a baby. So somebody told her that this is a river child. You should take her to the river, to Obieme River. So my mother really went to the Obieme and sat there, saying, if this is your child, take her from me. This is your child, take her from me. So then, Dr. Kojena said, if you put breast in her mouth and she's able to suck up your breast, she's a human being. She's not a river child. So my mother stayed there for a few days. I was still with her. Then she came back. She was scared to go home because my dad was like, what kind of a baby is this? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I started to really grow. I started to strive. I started to fetch for myself. The another thing I had, challenges I had was my legs were too big. My sister and my mom would buy her already made shoes. But me, a shoemaker had to make my shoe. That's why you see today, I wear heels. I make sure shoes is my passion today.
Okay.
People ask me, why do you always wear heels at this age? I'm like, you know what? At the beginning, I didn't have no shoe. So I would be the only one wearing shoemaker shoes. So as we grow up in the village, as people start to notice, friends start to laugh at me at school. And I say, you know, I came up with an idea. I say, hey, everybody, Christmas was coming. I ran from one village to another. Every night I was telling them, this Christmas, everybody show up in the primary school. Adults, we call it that time, that is the primary school. Show up there, we're going to learn a dance. So everybody gathered. I started to teach them a dance. So we start to dance. I said, this Christmas, we're not wearing no shoes. We're going to dance, we're barefooted. But they didn't know why I was saying that, because I was tired of wearing shoemaker shoe. So because people started to notice. So that was how I broke through that barrier. And That happened again. They came to a point too, when I growing up, I was like first, very smart. My auntie, Mama Ebudo, who is Michael Siemens' mom, was the one my dad followed to the village. Because my dad is actually a prince from Uromi.
Okay.
That's the story of another day.
Another day.
Then she would tell me, you know what, don't ever let anybody put you down, Mama Ebudo. You say, you are a princess. Anywhere you go, pretend the room is open for you. Pretend there's no other person but you. Raise up your shoulders and put your head above and keep striving.
Fantastic. Let me pause it there. I'll come back to you in a moment. It's still Icons on ITV. Interesting story from our guest here, Dr. Princess Elizabeth Okorowa Okoji, popularly called Dr. O. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Please stay with us. Many thanks again for staying with us on Icons. Dr. O is still with me on this week's edition of the program. Dr. O, many thanks again for coming. Just talk to me about your primary school, secondary school, higher institution, and then your journey to United States of America. You know, we always believe that when you leave the shores of this country, you go to Europe and America. I mean, on the streets, you just find monies there. You pluck money from the trees, you pick money from the ground. And what was it like for you?
Okay, so growing up, as I said earlier, it wasn't easy for me to grow up. So because I grew up in a house where you see a child that was, after so many years before she was born, that child is precious, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Me, right after 1 year, here I am. Why are you here now? You're too early. You know what I mean? Not that anybody said that to me, I'm just the one capping it.
Yeah.
So I'm the kind of child, and the other one, my younger one, is the boy. So I was, you know, a girl, me and a boy. You know how boys are in this country. Boys, if you don't have a boy, you know what it is.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll be the one to always, my mom will always snap at me. Always, you know, I'm like, okay, where do I go now? I check, I see all these our family members coming from out of town. Like my cousins, Professor Simen, the late Professor Simen, is so rest in peace. We come with his daughters. I will be there, you know, I'm just there, the one doing everything. Oh, but I say I'm the one that, Mama, help you pioneer. When my auntie got a big well in his compound where people fetch water, I'll be the one to sell water for her, be the one to do things for her. I was just kind of like everybody's child. I was being lazy everywhere. Then my mom, her business was akara, making akara. And I would be the one to sell the most akara for her. I would start selling akara from one village to another, I would run back again, Mama, that is done. You pack another one for me. That would be after that. I'll make a lot of money for her then before going to primary school. So when we're in school, I'm that child that sits and listens to the teacher. When the teacher is talking and I don't understand, we say, what did you say? You say, are you sleeping? You don't sleep? I said, no. Oh, where you class? No. I just want to know, I wanted you to say it. So I was always first. So anytime I want to read the result for school, I will kneel down like that. You know when you want to run? Because I know I'm going to come out first. So I will just go as soon as they call Elizabeth Okorowa. Bam! I will just run. You see, I will do some movie. I will do some acting. I will do some dancing. Before I will even get to the principal, everybody will say, okay, it's okay. Come and take your result. You know what I mean? So I've been always like being like a happy child. A child that loved family. A child that loved people around her. A child that loved to build something out of nothing. And I never really raised my shoulders. I put myself to the level of everybody. Okay. That my childhood, that I grew up at home, tried to help my aunties. Sometimes my mom get me angry. I go to my other auntie, the sister, Helen Mele, Barrister Sine's mom. Okay. I go there, I will hide there and say, don't let my mom know I'm here. I'm not, because that one doesn't have a girl. So I'm your daughter today. So I'll get that one pound here. I used to have, when my mom would sometimes would deprive me of meat, because we say, oh, even if I give you all this meat now, you will still be skinny. So I said, okay, we have to be careful what you say to a child because it affects them when they grow up, you know. So my auntie Ivwe, Nemena Ivwe, all that one does is sell a bobo, fish and all of that. So I just tell my mom, I say, you know what, I want to go visit Nemena Ivwe because I know the next day is when she will take the fish to the market. So when I'm in her house, I will help her, Mama, just in sleep, don't worry, I'll do everything. I'll just start arranging the bobo, everything perfectly. From there too, I'm throwing some in my mouth. So by the time I come back, I'll be looking fresh. You know what I mean? So I'm that kind of child. I was kind of like, you know, help this person, help that person. I see somebody coming from the farm, the load is too much. I say, you know what? Give it to me. I put mine down, first of all, drop the answer home before I come and pick mine. So that was how I grew up in the village. Then after that, I started to look for, when I was trying to go to high school. So my dad was so scared that time was when they were calling this abortion bet. Nobody wanted their daughter to go to school because they believe they would just get pregnant. So I'm not going to touch the life of my sister, but I'm going to only touch my whole life. So when it got to my turn to get married, like my dad always say, you all have to get married. We meet with the people separately, then I will hide under the flower when the people will come looking for me. I will be hiding listening to what they're saying. So one day they said, okay, when she's selling akara, just take her and take to Bini. So I was selling akara on this day, I got myself ready. So I was selling akara, then they said, bring akara. I went there, then they were saying, you are so beautiful. Why will you be selling akara? I said, no, I want to go to school. Yes, we know you want to go to school. If you marry my son, she will take you to school, you will do this, do that. I said, okay. They took me to the room with my akara thing on my head. With my thing here, I put all my money, you know, it's all coins. So as they were about to lock the door to start to kidnap me to take to Benin, like the way they smuggled my sister. And I said, oh, okay, no problem, Benin, of course I'll go to Benin. Then I now let the thief loose, full of coins. Then I just grab it up as I was going to get up. I use it to slap all of them. I use my karate to destroy all of their faces, my weapon. And I opened the door and I ran away and I was in the bush for almost six days. I didn't come out. I was hiding. Started eating apple, started eating this in the village. So I wasn't born with a golden spoon in my life. My life has always been challenges. So when these challenges come, God always give me the grace on how to navigate around them. So how did I survive that? Then it time come for me to go to high school, you know. Then my dad said, you're not going. I was convincing my mom, you know I sell akara, make you good money. I will go to the farm, I will do this, you must let me go to high school. I will never get pregnant. My father said, no, you're always laughing with guys in the village. I said, Daddy, people that don't even laugh with those guys are the ones that get pregnant. Let me be, I have my own destiny, don't stop me. Okay. So what happened, we went to my uncle, Eseme, took me to Ihide, took me to the high school in Auchi to do interview. So we're doing the interview from there. I was done. And my cousin was teaching there. Again admission. I'm now admitted. So we have a prospectus letter and admission letter. That admission letter we have to show when we go to school. For them to admit, it was a Reverend Sister School, Catholic School, St. Angela's in Auchi. There. So then my dad called me, said, I've been seeing you moving with me, where are you going? I said, Baba, I want to tell you, I've got admission to high school.
So that's when you went to high school?
Yes.
So he didn't know? No.
But
you later told him?
No, I said, Baba, I've got admission to high school. He said, really? So the real letter that I need to show for me to be able to enter the high school, I want to give it to my auntie, Mama Ibudo. I want to give it to my auntie to keep. I said, I have a feeling that my dad will do something to that letter. I've always had this situation, like God will give me, you know, I will just like be feeling things and God will just show me what to do, something that might happen. Then I now took that prosperous letter to buy things. I was buying everything already. We put them in my auntie's house. I gave that letter to my dad. My dad said, it's me you want to disgrace. We don't hammer, we don't okay. Oh, you know that this many pastors, many apostles. My father took that letter and turned it. Say you're not going to the school. I said, I'm going to school. That's the real letter. Boom, I ran away. Then the day I was to go, the car picked me from my auntie's house. Then one one of my aunties that died, Miss so rest in peace, Okale, followed me to Auchi to take me to school. Meanwhile, I was so young then, you know, about 13, 14. Then I now went to high school. Then I was there. The students, everybody were now doing too much work, and I'm so smart. I fell in love with the Reverend Sisters, and I told them.
So it was a Catholic school?
Yeah, Catholic girls' school.
Catholic girls' school in Auchi.
Yes.
What's the name of the school?
St. Angela's Girls' Grammar School.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Dr. thank you so much for coming on the program.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
That's
Thank
our
you.
package for this week on the program Icons on Independent Television. Hope you had a great time with us. Be sure to join us same time, same station next week. We'll bring you another segment of the program. Till then, stay blessed and bye for now.
Certainly the best.
Thank you very much for joining us on the program Healthy Living. What is the kidney?
The kidney is an excretory organ in the body, which is for metabolism.
Tuberculosis affects many organs in the body, but the common ones it usually affects is the lungs.
Epilepsy is a neurological problem.
Okay.
It is an injury in the brain which causes someone to begin to convulse, to go into fits.
It is curable, but the cure is a long-term thing.
If you eat well and avoid those risk factors that will make your immunity to be down, then the risk of contracting tuberculosis will be reduced.
If you're healthy, then you're wealthy.
Certainly the best.
And welcome to Women in Conversation. We call it WIC. This is a table where the women sit down, we talk, we discuss things affecting the society, not just the women, things affecting the society, but mostly narrowed down to the women. Anyway, don't say we're greedy. We are not greedy. Sometimes we talk about the men just a little, and hoping in future we'll have one man come sit with us here so we could talk and, you know, get their own side. You know, it's always been us talking and our opinion on things. We want to have a man sit with us to come give his own opinion, or maybe representing the men, if we so to say. Anyway, thank you for coming to joining us on today's edition on WIC. As usual, I don't do this alone. I have in my house, in the house, my women. I have Edith Majidomo. Edith is the CEO of Golden Touch Collections. Golden Touch Collections. If you see her, you know that she has a golden touch on fashion.
Oh my gosh. Good day, and thanks for having me.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And of course, I have Ayo Ali Balogun. Yes. It's a compound name. It's a big name. Yes. Okay. And you are a Lagosian. You are?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we want to talk
Proudly
about Lagos.
so.
We want to talk about Lagos today.
Oh, I agree. Actually, we say Omo Eko Pataki.
Omo Eko Pataki.
What does that say? What does
so
it mean?
It means an eminent Lagosian.
That's where we say Oyedo Pataki.
Reducing from 15.15% to now 15.10%. What are the indications? What is the dynamics? What is the reality